Libra, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your February reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are in my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been a long time, welcome back. So how are you guys doing, Libra? So we're going to be doing pick card reading by the end of the session. It's going to be how do they feel about you and, what their energy is towards you currently. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Me personally, I realize that with my readings and some general readings that I tend to follow on YouTube, that I do have a tendency to resonate a lot more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or what have you. So you might want to check that one out too. And this is a general reading, so the rules might get reversed, or the reading may or may not resonate with you guys, okay? So let's talk now. Your overall energy for February 2021. I love that you have 3 major arcana, because major arcana talks about divine intervention. And you have the Devil card, you have the Magician card in reverse, and you also have the High Priestess in here. So one way or another, I feel that there is like a little bit of a pessimistic attitude coming from your way, and the need to completely detach away from the situations or your relationship sector and to not take things too personally. You kind of like want to be more observing, because some things that the person, maybe this person or the person in your past did to you was trigger your trust issue. So you don't want to be very reactive. You don't want to take things too personally. You also, which is good for you, you kind of like wanted to be putting out boundaries, because you feel that sometimes you forget about those boundaries and other people's problem become your problem, and then it drains you severely in the past. Okay, so what is the overall challenge of your relationship sector? You have the Queen of Pentacles, and you also have the Seven of Swords. So you might be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer. That's all I can see now. Well, maybe it's going to add up, as I pull more card. But as the overall challenge in here, Queen of Pentacles talks about the lack of consistencies and persistencies, the lack of what I would say security. A relationship where you feel like, yeah, I think with this person I feel secure, because this person is always going to be there for me. For you, it's not about intensity anymore. It's always about consistency. And I know that this person is going to always come straight with me and be honest with me. There's nothing in there that I'm going to be surprised of. That's the challenge, okay? So one person in this relationship does not seem to be able to trust the other person, because they feel that the other person is hiding something, as you can see with the Seven of Swords. So one person in this relationship is indecisive, and then the other party, knowing it fully well, and then decided to withhold information, either withhold confirmation or withhold closure, in order to keep the other person who is a bit indecisive and has not decided anything on this relationship, to keep them guessing, to keep them, in that state of in that state of indecisiveness, okay? So in the past, this person pulled away. This person didn't give you the equal give and take that you're looking for. Probably this person pulled out, and suddenly they go bye-bye, or they suddenly didn't invest a lot more in this relationship as much as they used to. Why is that so, Anisa? Well, because this person had their episode, okay? The thing about this person, kind of like depends on the big card reading, right? If it's a positive one or if it's a negative one. But if you have a positive big card reading, you're dealing with somebody who know fully well that this person is able to love other people unconditionally, and can live for other people, up to the point they had a tendency way back in the past, before they were dealing with you, people take advantage of them. So now they became more careful, right? And they have a tendency to make things seem bigger than they are. You see how this cat is observing its reflection on the water, but then the water reflection is like a lot bigger than the cat's. So that's one of the reasons why this person pulled away. But this person never left, yeah? They tried as much as they could to stop thinking about you, to distance away from you and everything like that, but they can't stop thinking about you guys. You, on the other hand, you feel that, I'm kind of like done, and I'm tired of giving you your love language and giving you things to make you believe, to make you feel secure in this relationship. I'm tired of, giving you all of those. You feel drained. That's why you were the Eight of Cups in the past. You walked away emotionally. You try to walk away emotionally. But because you're an air sign, emotions and mind sometimes is a bit different. Because in terms of your mind, similar to how this person cannot really get over you and they keep thinking about you and everything like that, in your mind, you haven't fully decided yet. So in the past, you kind of like has this mindset of, yeah, right now I'm going to walk away emotionally because it has been draining me. But if this person gives me a reasoning that makes sense, I'd probably return. You see this Two of Swords? That's what I was talking about in the beginning when I said that one person in this relationship indecisive and has not decided on anything yet. And then you have the other party who is withholding something so that the person who is like this, which is you, now we come to find out, to keep you guys guessing, to keep you guys wondering, to keep you guys curious. Acá tomas esa cara. Let's see what happens in the future before I talk. I see. All right, so this person, they never left, okay? They never left. Although they give you the impression that they kind of like pulled back, all of the energy, effort, and work that they've been pulling back out of this relationship, but they never left. I told you earlier, they can't stop thinking about you. They can't get you out of their head. And they're still hopeful. Okay, they still have this full card. So I'm willing to take this giant leap of faith with you, Libra. But it's pretty passive because it's the Empress. Empress for me, I don't know if you've watched this movie Apostle in Netflix, but I feel that that is the accurate description of what an Empress truly is, the goddess in that movie. Because if you feed them something, then they would give you what you need. So in that movie, if they give them blood, then the goddess is going to give them, crops, cows, kettles, everything that could sustain their livelihood. So they're like that. They're like, okay, so if Libra were to be doing something to me, then I'm going to be returning the favor 100 times folds. But they don't have the courage, and they also don't have the, I would say courage. They don't have the courage to do this first towards you. And why is that so? Is because, again, they're shy. They have trust issues. They're afraid that if they were to be doing something towards you, you guys are going to be ignoring them or rejecting them. If they come up with like, hey, let's do something fun. And then you guys are going to be like, nah, I don't want to do it. They don't want to do that because they're afraid that you guys are going to be rejecting them. So they're waiting kind of impatiently. They're dealing with like a lot of sleepless night as of now. Their anxiety level is through the roof. And you guys are also waiting, but it's different because where their focus is still 100% on you, your focus is like a lot more on self-improvement. So you guys are going to be studying a lot in this month of February when it comes to psychology, when it comes to, financial security. You're going to be learning a lot about self-improvement, or maybe health-wise, new diet, something like that. And there are certain days in month of February where you then get to reminisce the sweet memories of the past that you have shared with this person. You can't help that, okay? But the thing is that those memory, those nostalgia episode that you guys are gonna be having is not gonna make you feel like, oh, like anxious, anything like that. No, it won't. It's just like, well, that was a good memories. Yeah, I didn't really, I'm not really upset that I spent time with this person because this person gave me something like a good memories at least. You guys are good. Your energy is very good. And then on the other hand, you would also have a comeback of somebody from the past. So it's not this person, it's somebody else. So it could be a friend of yours that you haven't been, talking to for years, or it could be your childhood best friend. It could be even your exes, but there's going to be a comeback of these people into your life. So you're going to be pretty much preoccupied. In the future, especially if you guys are only dating one person, this person is then going to be having the courage to do something towards you. So they would try to lend you a help. Because this is the Mars and Virgo card, the Knight of Pentacles. It's an act of services. It's not like just a casual talk like a Knight of Wands would do. Like, hi, how are you doing? You look pretty in that profile pictures of yours. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a certain ways of communications or a certain ways of doing things, active services to help you with something. But I feel that it's a little bit too late for you guys because you feel that you just don't want to deal with it anymore. Because for some people, I understand, I have a Cancer, Moon, Cancer rising, and Jupiter in Cancer in my first house, and I can't deal with these people sometimes, right? People who just having a little bit of a trust issues is okay, but when that trust issues is so big that you just feel like you can't be trusted, I can't. And I feel that that goes to you too. Like you just can't deal with that. Like you feel that, there are certain things that you can control. And one of the things that you cannot control is how other people feel about you and how other people think about you. Because one way or another, this person was able to make you feel there's something wrong with you. And now that you know full well that there's nothing wrong with you, you guys are like, no, I don't know. Like, I still have immense love and immense appreciation of the time that we spent together. But I'm just not willing to open myself up again to that type of emotional nightmare. All right? So when the time comes when this person is offering an act of services towards you guys, I feel that you guys are going to be politely declining it. You're going to want to spend like a lot more time for yourself. And this person is then going to be regretful. Like, wow, like I lost Libra forever. I feel that the friendship aspect between me and Libra is gone. I don't know how to act normally towards Libra anymore. The love is still there from both of your side, even if you want to, accept it or not. But it's still there. It's still there. But you're just trying to control that. You're trying to... Yeah, because you feel, I don't know, like you just feel that their energy is kind of like quite draining towards you. This person might also be jealous of like either your friends or your exes or something like that. But it's kind of like normal with people who have trust issues. All right, so now let's move on to your pick a card reading. Okay, now I have 4 piles of cards with me now. This is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to give you 20 seconds of full silence that you can concentrate. 1 pile of card for 1 person. You can ask about how many people as you want, but 1 pile of card for 1 person, okay? Four of Wands, Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, Eight of Swords. So, pile number one, you got a person who is extremely stuck on you in the now. The thing is that the initial attractions, when things are great between the both of you, they feel like celebrated. They're like the Four of Wands. I feel that the relationship between you and them are something that they like to share towards their friends about, towards their family about. They're so proud of being with you, or even being able to talk with you guys. Like, they're so proud of that. But I feel that there has been a certain type of condition or a certain type of circumstances that made them kind of like retreat back into their shell. They kind of like feel that you guys aren't into them as much as they're into you. You guys aren't as proud of them as much as they're proud of you. The thing is that this person that you're dealing with has a tendency to become a little bit anxious in a relationship. And anxious people has a tendency to regard themselves very low and then regards the other person that they're in love with as to be very high. So this person feels as if like you guys are way out of their league, okay? There are certain things that they are unsure of like, what if Libra finds out this part of me? What if Libra finds out this side of me? And they wouldn't like it. So even when things are already great, they have a tendency to pre-wreck the relationship between the both of you because of the insecurities that they're having. With this type of people, they need a daily reassurance that you will always be there for them, because this person has fear of abandonment. Okay, I am honored and I respect and I appreciate the fact that you want to be with me now. I appreciate the fact that you want to talk to me and everything like that. But deep down inside still lies an unhealed wound and unhealed trauma when it comes to abandonment issues. So it probably is. They were dealing with, when they were a child, they were dealing with a little bit of a distant caregiver who was not present in their life, or it could be that they've been abandoned before in their previous relationship. But something about their self-esteem kind of like pre-wrecked this relationship, even on the early stage. So it depends on what you want right now, Libra. Because the thing about this person is that because this person feels that you guys are way out of their league, they also have the tendency to think that there are a lot of people who are after you. And their jealousy is unmatchable. Okay? They have a severe case of jealousy towards you. They could be jealous over your best friend. They could be jealous over your colleague. They could be jealous of your friends, of your family member, like your cousin, for instance, like stuff like that. But because of their abandonment issues, they see certain people as a threat to the relationship between you and them. So right now, whether you realize it or not, they're hurt by you. Will they do anything about it? Will they voice up? Will they vocalize? Will they step up? Would they approach you about it and everything like that? I don't think so. Why? Remember, this person is an anxious person, somebody who doesn't want to be abandoned. And even if you guys have abandoned them, they don't want to get abandoned twice. So they're waiting for you to come around, waiting for you to save them, waiting for you guys to give them the reassurance or the assurance that it's safe for them to be vulnerable towards you. It's not ego thing here, Libra. It's much more fear of abandonment. They're afraid of being rejected, not because their fragile ego couldn't handle it, but because they know that if you were to abandon them again, or if you were to be rejecting them, or if you were to be ignoring them, well, this person is going to go all kinds of hell. The kind of hell that they are giving it to themselves, because it's so mental here. They're so desperate for your appreciation. They're so desperate over your assurance here. It's a pile that screams desperations for me. Depending on what you want out of this relationship, if you want to make things through with this person and if you want to work it out, this person is you have to study their love language first and foremost, and then you have to give them a daily reassurance based off of the love language that they have on a daily basis so that this person could start becoming a lot more vulnerable about themselves. Even their physical bodies, like there's something, they're just insecure. Even the tiniest little bit of thing, like maybe if they have like an allergic reactions to what in their skin, somewhere in their body, and then you guys, after sex, you guys are like a little bit distant, they're like, oh my god, maybe because they saw that allergic reactions that I have on my body, maybe they didn't like it. Like they overthink things a lot. This is, again, as I told you earlier, this pile of cards screams aspirations for me. It depends on what you want, but if you want to make it work with this person, the only way to go about it is to study what their love language are, and then start giving them like the daily reassurance. Because this type of people is an overextender, is an overgiver. You don't have to worry if this person is then going to be returning the favor or going to be returning, what you did to them and everything like that. No, these are people pleaser, okay? Pile number 2. 8 of Cups. Page of... Oh la la. You hurt their ego. You hurt their pride. What did you do? Alright, the thing about this King of Swords in this particular deck of mine, I'm not really a fan of this King of Swords, so every time I look at this King of Swords, I don't know, I'm pissed myself. Because this King of Swords in this particular deck of mine is a holier-than-thou type of king, a holier-than-thou type of person who think that they are very smart, okay? Regardless of they're actually smart or not, but they feel that they're very smart and they're above every other people in terms of intelligence. Something that you said or something that they do hurt their fragile ego. And it has something to do with their intellectual. So it's either they feel that you guys are not giving them the whole truth, or you guys were criticizing the way that they were thinking, the way that they do a certain type of stuff. You guys were criticizing where they stand on their political beliefs or their faith or their ideas or whatever that is. They're offended. Okay, they're hurt. Something that got to do with intellectual, all the source things, okay? It's not so much of feelings, but the thing about the King of Swords, similar to air sign, what you think, you feel, right? So what they think as an insult, what they think as an offense towards their intellectual, they also think that that's such an offense towards their emotions. So right now this person is the 8 of Cups. They're kind of like playing a little bit of a victim, as I see here, okay? And I'm not saying this because the 8 of Cups is a card of playing the victim, but because of the combinations of this whole lot, it screams playing the victim because they couldn't handle a single type of criticism or somebody who doesn't agree with them, And again, the King of Swords is a holier-than-thou. It has a fragile ego. So this person is now playing the victim. They are hurt, they're offended, and now they're playing the victim. So maybe it wasn't really something that was huge, but they make it huge themselves because they're playing the victim, okay? To any other people who would listen about what you guys did to them, they're going to be exaggerating it 100%. So what they're doing right now is that they're playing the victim, poor me type of mentality. They're doing like a lot of self-destructive behavior. It could be that they could be drinking a lot, or maybe not taking care about their health, sleeping late at night, eating too many sugars, stuff like that. There's like a lot of self-destructive behaviors that they're doing right now. Will they do anything about this relationship? Would they then step up and come forward towards you, open that line of communications or try to make this work between you and them? No, absolutely not. Why? Because they feel that you guys are the villain right now. I'm not going to say you're the enemy. You're the villain. You're the bad person. That's what they think. That's not what I think. That's what they think. Don't shoot the messenger, all right? They feel that you guys are the villain. Now, should you do anything about it? That's the question, isn't it? Should you do anything about it? Well, careful. Careful. Why is that so? Because this Page of Pentacles is a calculative person. The thing about this, especially if you guys are married to this person, or maybe if you have kids or anything like that, well, this person is going to keep their behavior in the now as long as they should. They don't care how many times flew. No, you come to them, not the other way around. This is what they want. You really expect that this King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles is going to be all nice? No, they won't. They're very calculative in their approach. They're very strategic, cunningly strategic. So, what will happen if you guys approach them first? What will happen if you guys are the one who try to work things through first? You're in it for a little bit of a petty gains. They're going to be doing to you what you did to them, what hurt them in the first place. Maybe times 2 or times 3. Because this combination is never fair. Okay? You guys are the fair sign, right? You're the justice system. This person is never fair. So let's say, for instance, you guys, this is a simple problem. Like, let's say, for instance, you guys disappeared and didn't really contact them for like 30 days or 1 week. Well, this person might respond to you, and then after that, they're going to ghost you for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Just to make a point. That simple thing. So if you want to work it out with them, and I don't really recommend it, to be honest with you, but I mean, that's your free will, right? Be ready for those pettiness. Be ready for vengeance. They're going to give you the impression as if like they don't really need you. That they're indifferent, that they're unbothered by it. You see, especially with this person, you cannot, especially if you guys are married to this person, you cannot really disrupt their comfort. Their comfort, yeah, that's true. That's their comfort. So they like their bed a certain type of way. They like their couch a certain type of way. They like their routine a certain type of way. You cannot disrupt that, or else this person is gonna get really, really violent about it. All right, just in case you're wondering if this is like a positive or a negative pick card reading, this is a negative pick card reading, okay? Pile number 3, full card, Empress, Magician, 8 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, yeah. Ooh la la. Well, this person is very, very passionate when it comes to you. But the thing is that you're dealing with somebody who has a tendency to move a little bit too fast, a little bit too reckless, a little bit too impulsive, not really within your taste. Because you need to think things through. This person doesn't think about anything. They know what they want right now, okay? The thing is that this person likes you physically because they feel that, wow, like you have a certain type of aura of person in you that they believe could bear children for them. And then they also like the fact that you guys are very smart. So they see you as like, wow, like the Libra is different than, you know, the ones that I used to date or the ones that I used to deal with. So they took that giant leap of faith. They want to do things as quickly as possible, as fast as possible. Like, now. It's possible if you just met them for 2 weeks and they want to marry you right away. And they're starting to think about, you know, what the future is going to look like together with you. Like, they're moving very, very fast. It's not a love bombing, though. It's not. It's just what they are, because they just feel that you guys are different, and then they kind of like want to catch you right away. They want to do things very, very now. And I feel that you guys freaked out a little bit, or you guys just kind of like feel that this is a little bit too much. You don't like that impulsiveness. You don't like that doing without thinking type of energy. So right now they're kind of like quite disappointed because, wow, like you don't want the same thing that I do, Libra. I value you in such I view you in such high regards, and you don't feel the same way. You don't want to do this right now. They're kind of like being feeling a little bit disappointed at Bennett because I feel that you don't want to run at the same pace that they do, and I understand that completely because they're just rushing in. And one of the reasons why they're also feeling like a little bit disappointed right now is because they feel that they also made a fool of themselves. So I feel that if you rewind back your memories, this person has done some silly things out of their way to try to convince you to be with them and everything like that. But, but you guys just didn't want to, and they're like, "Oh my God, like I did that. Oh, that's so embarrassing." They also could probably be opening like old text messages or old chats that both of you share and then seeing the interactions, and they'd be like, oh my God, did I just really said that? You know, that's so embarrassing. Because they feel that they've done certain embarrassing things to you too. So if you want to make this work between this person, because I don't see any type of malicious intentions at all, all right, I take that back. If you have a third party situation, because the Fool and the Empress sometimes also talks about third party situations, but if you have a third party situations that you know of, this isn't something that is in hiding, okay? That you know of, there's a third party situations that you already know of, then just leave because this person is just impulse. You know, it's somebody who do before they think. Just leave, okay? No matter whatever disappointment that they may be feeling, is just not worthy because that's just who they are. However, if that's not the case, if there is no third party situations, and well, I believe that hearing that now, you probably are wondering, well, maybe they're dealing with third party situations. No, no, no. This is a third party situations that is already out there in the open. Okay, so there is no third party situation. If you want to work it out with this person, you just got to tell them to slow down. Like, you freak me out. Like, I'm the type of person who think before I do. I think certain type of decisions needs a longer thought process, and I don't like to be rushed into decisions. I don't like to be rushed into actions. Can you please respect me? Can you please respect the way that I do things? I think those are the type of communications that you need to do to them. Just so that they don't feel that much rejected, because right now they just feel kind of like quite hurt. Right, so now for those of you who chose file number 4. I need to drink water first for a minute. Okay, so you're dealing with somebody who is a little bit torn about what is it in their life that they need to choose, whether they need to choose people's appreciations, public appreciations, money, financial security, all of those mundane stuff, or they should be choosing what they feel and what they think that they're feeling right now. They're confused what to choose, what to do with you. For some reason, they feel that they have to make a choice. Because if they choose this, it means that they need to let you go. Or if they choose you, it means that they need to postpone whatever plan that they have for this side. So there's like a confusion in here. They're just waiting time. They're giving time to decide for itself. In the beginning, the attraction was great, okay? It kind of like made them feel victorious and everything like that. I think for some of you too, there might be like a little bit of a challenge from the mother of this person. So it's either the mother does not approve of you, something like that, but there's a mother issues in here as well that got them to be confused because they have to make a choice here. But they're viewing you like this, Libra, okay? You see this Ace of Swords? You see how the angel and the swords has some distance towards it? The reason why this angel is not touching the sword is because she had to climb all the way up to the top to finally meet the sword. So they feel that you guys are so different than the people that they used to date, than the people that they used to talk to. You're so different from their world. That is all about public appreciations, and that is all about financial securities. That is all about, I don't know, family lineage or family inheritance or whatever that is. Like all of those stuff. You guys are just so different. You guys are so authentic. You guys are so smart. They mentally connect with you. You share the same principle. You share the same belief. The thing is that being with you or prioritizing you for some reasons to them means that they also have to give this one up. But this one is also important for them. So now this person is confused. If you have a mother issue, yeah, meaning that this mother, the mother of this person is interfering in your relationship, there's also a tendency of the mother of this person is matchmaking this person with somebody else as well. So if you're dealing with this person, manage your expectations because this person is undecided yet. Okay, this person has free will, and it's not something that is set in stone. I mean, the decisions that this person is going to be making is not something that is set in stone because they have free will. So manage your expectations. You guys are not their priority yet. So don't make them your priority. Don't throw your life away. Don't sacrifice anything that is crucial for you guys just for this person. Because this person is unable to choose between you and the things that they, appreciate the most too. So careful, manage your expectations. This person is super duper indecisive. Don't make a decision before this person make a decision, okay? Right. So I hope that's it for my reading for you, Libra. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity you've been looking for. And I'll see you guys this week for your bi-weekly reading. All right, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.